Melbourne, Sydney or Brisbane. Thank you.
Kanwal Bakshi.
Mr. Speaker, thank you for the opportunity to speak on the Appropriation 2012-13 Estimate Bill. I begin by congratulating our Finance Minister, Honourable Bill English, for planning and producing a very strategic budget, which I believe will ensure an investment to the brighter future of New Zealand and its citizens. This budget also focuses on the growing economy, less debt, more jobs, and strong and stable government. We are also promising rebuild of Christchurch. The Finance Minister and his team have ensured that the spending is made in areas that are prudent, while cutting are made in the areas that are not pulling their weight.
Give us an example.
The budget, I have little doubt, will ensure that New Zealand returns to the budget surplus by 2014-15, which will strengthen our economy, create jobs, and lead to economic and business growth, particularly for the small and the medium businesses. While the focus of this national-led government is on ensuring that we return to the budget surplus, this does not mean that we are not focusing on providing quality health and education, and also ensuring that we maintain law and order in this country of ours. The budget has made it clear priority to deliver better, sooner, and easily available frontline health services. And this is, Mr. Speaker, is our goal despite very difficult financial crisis. This government has decided to spend more on healthcare than any of the previous governments. Our effort has provided some great results. But we are certainly not resting on the laurel. Rather, our Finance Minister has listened very closely to the Health Minister and provided $14 billion towards the frontline health funding, along with its additional $1.5 billion towards the priority investment in frontline services and funding for the disability support. If I can be more specific, it's coming. 48 million of these would go towards elective surgeries, 33 million towards better and faster services for cancer patients, 15 million for the quicker access to the important diagnostic tests, and 144 million towards improving the disability support. The significant amount of funding in health will help all New Zealanders, including migrants from all ethnic groups. In Counties Manukau, we have got country's one of the biggest hospital at Middlemore. Manukau being an area which houses multiple ethnicities, I am sure all of them will welcome this initiative from the national-led government towards improving public health service to ensure that the health and the well-being are well taken care of. I acknowledge the work of our Health Minister, Honourable Tony Ryall, towards all the initiatives which I have just mentioned. Apart from the health, the other area which I feel we need a significant amount of work is education. Educated and healthy New Zealanders will want to positively contribute to this country. The government must ensure that we are providing them with the necessary skills, knowledge, training and qualification for them to do so. This government understands that unless the base and the basics of the child are not strong, it may not be possible that the child will attain their full potential. Towards this, the national government's education plan is ensuring that 5 out of 5 kids get their qualification.
What about the
they need. At the moment, this is 4 out of 5. We want to increase the participation in early childhood education to 98% and would like to see 85% of all 18 years old achieve NCA level 2 within 5 years. These are ambitious targets. Once again, we are not going to rest on our laurel. We understand that to achieve our targets, significant investment must be made to the quality teaching as this raises achievement. Once again, the Finance Minister has listened very closely to the Minister of Education and the general public. He has allocated extra $511 million over the next 4 years to raise this achievement. Once again, the measurement in the education will assist all New Zealanders regardless of their ethnicity. Migrants believe from the gaining access to the world-class and well-established education system, which seeks feedback towards improving its services to students. In my own community, I have received very positive feedback about this. I congratulate Honorable Hikia Parata, who is working hard to uplift education quality among all the New Zealanders. The third point I want to talk about today is law and order. In Manukau and South Auckland region, this used to be a major issue. However, ever since the national-led government has been elected, we have deployed extra 300 frontline policemen and have taken a number of other measures to reduce crime and bring back the rule of law. This budget further extends our commitment to ensuring that New Zealand and South Auckland in particular remains a safe place for us to live and raise our children. National firmly believes that Kiwis deserve to be safe at home, on streets, and in their communities. Keeping this in mind, the government rolled out a number of initiatives such as $50 offender levy for victim support service, 600 more police officers, and DNA testing for serious offenders, among a number of other initiatives. The budget seeks to capitalize on the good work that we have done so far. The government aims to reduce reoffending by 25% by 2017 among the 18,500 fewer victims of the crime every year. Our efforts will not be limited to tackling crime. We are keen on rehabilitating those who are in jails, thereby providing 33,100 offenders access to the drug and alcohol treatment, and establish 7,855 more rehabilitation places, along with 2,950 in the education and training. All in our effort towards integration of offenders back in society as normal, hardworking, positive citizens who can contribute positively and live their life with their families and the societies. Towards this, I acknowledge and thank Honorable Judith Collins for her commendable work. Mr. Speaker, today, Honorable Anne Tolley opened a new building at Otahu Police Station. This is the second new station opened in Counties Manukau by our government in 2 weeks' time. The first was opened in Botany. I acknowledge the work of our Police Minister, Honorable Anne Tolley, towards these and many other initiatives. There are many more areas that I could like to discuss here today, some of which have been spoken by my other colleagues, however. Mr. Speaker, it is with a lot of excitement that I commend this budget to the House. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Materia Ture.
Thank you, Mr.